For me, it was probably going to the Aircraft and Space Museum in Weatherford, and just they had an old F-104 Starfighter out there. And I was in a leather Harley-Davidson leather jacket, and my granddad told me to grab an American flag off the ground and climbed up on one of those wings, and I was waving the flag, and he took my picture. That's probably my oldest memory I have of being around aircraft.
I'd have to say it's probably when we both grew up on a big cattle ranch, and we used to have spray planes that would come and crop dust, and there was helicopters and an old yellow biplane. And so from a young age, we've always watched those guys work their magic, so I think that both kind of got our attention when we were younger. We're from Oklahoma, so the weather out there, you can't really fly in Oklahoma when you're trying to learn anyway. So I picked a spot on the map, and Arizona it was, and I got on the computer and found Canyon State. It was Ron that answered, and he talked to us for about 30 minutes, kind of laying out the program, how everything was going to work. And you just know when you talk to somebody, they're not just making pilots to make money, they're making pilots to make pilots.
I'd always wanted to do aviation, but I never really thought I could make a legitimate career out of it unless I did the military route. And I was actually going to college at Oklahoma State University for engineering. It was aerospace engineering, oddly enough. And one day he gave me a phone call, just so you know, we're starting a fixed wing program here at Canyon. Yeah, it didn't take much convincing. When I found out they had a 172 and somebody that was willing to instruct, I just kind of jumped on the bandwagon. And so I just packed everything up one January morning and we moved out here. I just loaded up my car in a U-Haul, and my parents followed me out. We said our goodbyes, Mom cried a little bit, and I've been here ever since.
So I started private with 0 time, 0 hours, finished as a CFI in a year and 2 months.
I went from no hours logged to, I took my check ride at 60 hours, and I felt extremely comfortable the entire way through. So yeah, I felt like I got through pretty quick. It only took me about, I believe, 3 months to get to where I am now. He's taken me up a couple of times in the helicopter. I have about 5 hours, and I'm addicted. It's a different type of flying, but it's so fun.
Everybody loves helicopters. They're way fun. You can do all kinds of stuff in helicopters you can't do in airplanes. So for me, it's helicopters all the way, but it would be fun to transition over and get at least a single engine add-on, but helicopters are the way to go. It's like a big family. Everyone's great. I've had all the resources I could ever want or need, and I've been extended opportunities that I don't believe would be given to me at another school. So I would 100% recommend Canyon State Aero.
I know a lot of people might think we're being biased because we work here, but I came into this as a complete stranger. I didn't really have anything invested into Canyon State when I came out here, just my brother. And I looked around, but once the opportunity and I got to know people kind of just came into my lap, I knew this is where I wanted to be, and my mind hasn't changed since I've gotten my first rating. And I plan on doing all of my ratings here, all the way up to commercial multi, and then from then on, who knows? I might be an instructor, I might go off and do something else, but I'll always have a home here, I know that. So I'll definitely be coming back, and anybody that wants to learn how to fly, I'm gonna send them here if I can.